Hi, Wade Kawasaki here, and thank you for joining me on this Car Guy adventure. We're here in Indianapolis, Indiana at Dana Mecum's Spring Classic Auction, and it is off the charts. We're about to see 2,500 cars cross the block over a span of 9 days, and I'm going to be roaming this auction looking to bring you unique and individual cars that we can both learn about at the same time. They have everything from pre-war cars to hot rods to classics to modern hypercars. In fact, behind me, you won't be able to see it yet, but there's a 2020 Ford GT Mach 2, so that's a race car in Ken Miles livery. It is absolutely stunning. It's going to go across the block. And this is the star of the show, Parnelli Jones's Big Ollie. This won the Baja 1000, multiple Baja 1000s, won multiple Baja 500s, won multiple Mint 400s. I mean, it is the off-road truck. And as you can see, those great Firestone Parnelli Jones tires on it, knockoff hubs on it. This thing started life as a regular 4x2 Bronco and was absolutely transformed in one of the most famous race trucks ever built. Here's a really cool thing. So they built the roof into a wing, so it actually is functional, and as well as it being a wing, it has retractable headlights in it, so when you're running during the day, you can put those down and they don't interrupt the airflow over that wing. Just phenomenal bit of technology for 1970 when the truck was built. And I don't know what this thing's going to bring, but it's going to bring huge money, and I just can't wait to watch it go across the block. And here you can even bid on the original helmet that Parnelli Jones actually wore in those races. So you could get the Big Ollie truck, you can get his original helmet that he wore in the races. And if you're like me and you can't afford either one of those things, there is a whole wall of super cool Big Ollie memorabilia for you to buy. I think I found my dream car. This is a 3-wheel Cushman ice cream truck. It is just the coolest thing. It's got a 3-speed manual transmission with this cool ice cream cone as a shifter. It's got a real actual working freezer in the back. It's got this great canopy on it. And one of the best things it's got on it, which you may not even know Coker Tire makes, is these are Cushman wide white wall tires that we make at Coker Tire. And the best thing about it is as you're going down the street, and if you want to get the kids to come out, it's got this cool bell. I gotta have one of these. This 1969 Camaro, it's a COPO Camaro that was done by Dick Harrell. It's one of 5 known to exist in the world. It has got the factory L72 427 V8 engine and a CX code turbo 400, along with all of that power being transferred to a 12-bolt rear end. Super rare, super authentic, and of course featuring our phenomenal Firestone wide oval tires. Behind me is this beautiful QQ1 dark red metallic Dodge Coronet RT convertible. And this one, though, is super special. And the reason it's super special is because of this little emblem right here and that elephant motor that's sitting under the hood. Yes, this is the one of 3 with a 426 HEMI engine in it, and the only one that had a 4-speed transmission. What's impressive about this one, since it's more of a luxury car, power steering, power brakes, and in fact, the power brakes are disc brakes in the front. This one has the BF Goodrich red line bias ply tires and a 775/14, which are the absolute original tires to this car. Of course, both of those, both the wheel and the tire combination, available at Coker Tire. And I'm in one of the outdoor areas here, and they had this beautiful 1934 Ford Deluxe Phaeton. It is the most highly optioned Phaeton I've ever seen, with the built-in luggage compartment, the steel spare tire carrier. It's got great fender skirts with the V8 logo in it. It's even got wind deflectors to direct that wind because there's no side windows around the passenger compartment. On the windshield post, it's got driving lights both on the driver and the passenger seat. And of course, it also features our Firestone wide white wall tires, which are phenomenal looking. and our Ford wire wheels and V8 center caps as well. It's got cool yellow fog lights on the front of it, but this is the coolest option it's got ever, which it's got a little knit sweater for the Greyhound mascot. I've got something super special to show you, because as a new grandfather to Noah Chase, I think he's just gotta have this. This thing is too cool. It's a replica of the 1968 Ford GT40s that won at Le Mans. It was done by Le Mans Restorations, and they said it's half scale. It looks to me a little smaller than half scale, but I'll believe them. But what an amazing car they built. It's got a couple quick fill fuel caps up here. It's got real working headlights. It's got actual working turn signals, which is just too cool. It's got little imitation knockoffs. But here on the key fob, it's got a key fob, and this key fob actually opens automatically the front trunk. It also will pop the rear engine compartment off. And believe it or not, it's got an alarm system for the car. So your grandchild could actually set an alarm if you have to leave it parked somewhere. So that is just too cool. The doors actually open, and it'll open up to let you take a look at the 3-speed transmission, plus it's got a reverse. It's got a full set of gauges on it, that cool GT40 steering wheel with the flat bottom, great custom built racing seats with the Golf emblem down there. It even comes with a Golf inspired car cover that your grandson could put on it, as well as a magazine article. But the cool thing is what's under this engine compartment, because take a look at this miniature half-size Ford V8 racing engine with fuel injection. I mean, that is just amazing that they were able to do that. Actually, I was lying to you, but I thought that they did a great job of hiding the 150cc engine below with the transmission. You see the Ferodo disc brakes it's also got, and the real gas is right there. The real fuel tank is right down there, and it's not under those quick fills. But what a great little car, and this car would just be absolutely the perfect gift for your grandson, or if you have a 2005, 2006 GT with a Golf livery on it, man, this would look great sitting next to it in the garage. In the staging lanes, as you can see beside me, and I'll tell you, I found this amazing Phantom Green 1969 Z28, and this one has some cool options on it. It's got, of course, the DZ302, which means it makes 290 horsepower. It's mated with a 4-speed transmission and a 12-bolt rear end. But the cool option, it's one of 200, I think a little over 200, with the JL8 4-wheel disc brake option. And this one with the absolutely correct Firestone Sport Car 200 tires. This is a tire that we manufactured to the exact factory specifications. So guys like this, and maybe a guy like you, if you bid on this car and buy it, have the absolute correct tires on your car all the time. Now this car is going to go across the block later on this afternoon. I'm saying it's going to bring really good money, so I'll come back and show you it as it crosses the block.
67, 70, 72 down 72 down negative 70 down 2 on 72 down 2 72 72 72 down 72 down negative 70 down 2 down 2 down 2 on 72. Let's go. Give it up. 72,000. So 70,000 sold. 70,000 sold.
Well, Dana Mecum's Spring Classic Auction in Indianapolis, Indiana is just about a wrap. Been an exciting time, and glad you came along. Make sure you click like and follow, because you don't want to miss all the content in the future. But until then, we'll see you at Tulsa, Oklahoma for the Mecum auction that's there.